Hi, my name is Kathy Gauthier. I'm the chair of Abington Township's Environmental Advisory Council, and I'm at the EAC Conference today. And I attended the workshop regarding energy efficiency. And it was really good because a representative from PICO was there, and DVRPC, and land use planner from Temple University. It was really good because I could see how all the connections are made between different agencies and the local municipality. And our township, Abington Township, has gotten an energy harvest grant for about $500,000. And I learned some things that I can suggest to the management and commissioners of our township, and also ways of even saving more money. So it was very useful in that way. And that's something Abington Township really wants to do right now, is continue to encourage residents to use clean energy, reduce and conserve their energy uses, as well as we are a clean energy community with 20% of the township's energy being from renewable sources.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Michelle Kajlik, member of the Abington EAC. Attended a workshop on watersheds interacting with the EAC and for the need for greater communication between the two groups to look at resources that we can call on, the need to make our planning commission especially more aware of the EAC, that we can be more involved in looking at subdivision plans, make sure for the conservation of open space, for protection of our streams, and the cleanliness of our waters, and just basically looking for other resources. Who can we call on in our township to support us and to make ourselves more visible to everybody within the community?
Hi, my name is Jennifer Sherwood. I'm a member of the Abington Township Environmental Advisory Council, and I attended a workshop on acting locally and implementing sustainable communities. And we talked about transportation issues, limiting sprawl, and becoming sort of a revitalized first class township, revitalizing built-out neighborhoods. I actually learned that the older communities have a lower greenhouse gas emissions than the newer suburban communities that have more sprawl than Abington. So that was news to me. I thought that we had high greenhouse gas emissions. And that's because we're a little more concentrated than some of these more outer, newer suburbs. We had representatives from DVRPC talking about planning, talking about concentrating town centers and sort of increasing density in places to reduce sprawl and improving transportation issues to those centers, and making communities more walkable, more bikeable, and improving public transportation. And we also talked about improving the food systems, the local food systems. I learned that Pennsylvania is the third largest sales of agricultural products in the country, which California's first, New York is second, Pennsylvania's number 3. I didn't know that. And they're hoping to improve food security, which means that not concentrating producing food with just a few very large producers, but actually trying to encourage a larger number of smaller scale producers, and that would increase our food security. So I learned that today, and I am working locally to sort of create a CSA farm here in Abington with the Sisters of the Holy Redeemer. That's one project we're working on. And if I change the topic, our EAC is also promoting increasing the tree canopy in Abington by encouraging residents to plant trees, which can help absorb rainwater during storms. I learned that retaining that first 1 inch of a rainstorm is really important to help reduce flooding. And if we plant a lot of community trees, that can help reduce the flooding. And that the trees also have social benefits as well. They make it more green, they make it beautiful. And of course, they also help reduce the greenhouse gas emissions. So we have a number of us who have become trained through the PHS Tree Tenders program, And so we're encouraging people to plant trees and make our township greener.
One thing I learned today that I probably knew but was reinforced was that the key to progress with the Board of Commissioners is probably held in taking of very small steps and presenting certain projects in small steps and presenting those steps as easily achievable tasks that can be where results can be then presented and then appreciated. And if I could tell an EAC of what they could take home from today's event in terms of what was a great take-home message, and that would be one of the topics I was presenting on was performing greenhouse gas inventories, and I believe that it's not necessary to have to spend a lot of money to be able to quantify how much greenhouse gases your township is emitting. It's not necessary to try to go for a $30,000 grant. It's definitely achievable under a low to no budget approach, which is what Radnor did, almost a no budget approach. And the results, while might not be as flashy, the results are just as important to implementing a climate change action plan.